We sure do.
Pat Blassie, ladies and gentlemen, back from gallivanting all around the Danube River. Good morning, Pat Blassie.
Hey, good morning. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Pat.
How are you, McGraw?
Well, I'm fine. How are you doing, first of all?
Oh, great. I got in Sunday night very, very late. Yesterday had a day to just kind of relax and get back in the mood. But no, great. It was a absolutely perfect trip. I don't know. I don't know why I'm so lucky, but our trip in May, I think, was spot on.
Right.
I thought we had the most wonderful people, and this group, mostly St. Louis. I'd say 99.5 St. Louisans.
Right.
Another wonderful group. I guess all I can say is, you know what? I've decided St. Louis people are really, really nice.
Isn't that the truth? Yes.
I mean, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Because these are, like on our group, we had 40 people.
Right.
Many who did not know. A few of them knew each other, but not many.
Yeah.
This group, we had 70, okay? And there were a couple pockets of friends, but before it was over, everyone knew each other. They want the email list. They want, what's happening next. And they loved, I can just tell you, just as you adored it, they loved river cruising.
Yeah.
And everyone, the comments I kept hearing, oh my God, this is the easiest, most relaxing trip I've ever done.
Right.
And still seeing wonderful, wonderful things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrific.
That's interesting because I know Heidi Glaus a little bit, and she annoys me. So that's interesting that that the group really enjoyed her after 8 or 9 days.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what.
Yes.
We're going to do a survey,
Yes.
and I'll send you the results. Okay?
Mhm.
Promise. I think you're going to be disappointed, but
Actually, Heidi is a sweetheart.
She is terrific.
Yes.
And she, honestly, she was like you. She got to know people, just as you have. You see some of our repeat people,
Right.
and before the end of the trip, everybody's story.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go
asked
ahead.
me.
No, you got a story. Go ahead.
I have one little bit of history from our trip when we did the Danube. You remember, of course, the Charles Bridge.
Yes.
And at the end of the one end of the Charles Bridge, there's a big tower. And do you remember, and I don't know that I should say names, but the family with the 2 children that were traveling with us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were, for our listeners, they were teenagers, young teenagers. And as we were, the group, we were all, all over the Charles Bridge, and they saw a door into this tower.
Yes.
And they opened this door, and they went up to the top of the tower. No one was in there. I mean, it was, I did that this time. They now have, it's actually a sightseeing event. They now charge to go up that tower.
Really?
Because it's so incredible. And just the cities, what can I say?
Yeah.
Prague,
Right.
Budapest, Sternstein, Regensburg. I could go on and on.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
No, it's the, you know what, Regensburg, that old city, you walk through there and you expect Rapunzel to let down her golden hair in any one of the balconies.
And that was one of the and that was a city off of our trip that we didn't even visit from the ship. We stopped there on the way back to Prague from when we ended the cruise.
Oh, okay.
And we stopped at Regensburg, and honestly, everyone was one of their favorites.
Yeah.
But everyone had a different favorite, and that's what's so wonderful about travel. Everyone's got different tastes. Some like chocolate, some like vinegar, some like who knows.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but it's always good to come home.
Can
I say?
Can I float an idea publicly to you?
Well, of course.
St. Petersburg?
I know you want to do that, don't you?
The Volga River, right? St. Petersburg, Moscow. I don't know.
I don't know that I would do a river cruise there.
Okay. All right.
I would do
there are no bad ideas. Only bad talk show hosts.
Well, let me explain. May I explain?
Yes,
I'll
yes, you
explain
may.
to you.
Yes.
I would do a cruise. I would do a cruise that included the Baltic, that included Copenhagen and Finland and some of those other areas.
Right.
But the ships that are in Russia on the Volga River,
yes,
none of them are owned by the companies they represent. They're controlled by the government. And honestly, the reports that I've received back is, yes, it's a good cruise. You see wonderful things.
right.
But, the highlight is St. Petersburg, that many of the other things you see on the Volga River are really not very interesting. Drab villages, almost like what we saw, a little bit of taste of what Prague and Budapest were like
Right.
before the Russians left.
Right.
So, and I've heard that the food isn't. It's geared to, in fact, what?
That there's a lot of there's a lot of borscht on the line.
And you know what? And a lot of cucumbers.
All right.
I have a friend of mine who you know who she is, Dolores?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Dolores' husband, they did this years ago, and he hates cucumbers. And that's the first thing he told me when he came back. Oh my God! I've never had so many cucumbers.
How do you hate cucumbers? That's a weird thing to hate.
I don't know. It is. What can I tell you? Funny stories. Just like I said, some people like chocolate and some people like cucumbers.
Well, but I mean, that's valuable information, right? People want to come to you and you say, hey, you know what? I want to do this, and you steer them one way or the other, and give them the pros and cons, and then let them make the decisions.
Well, can I just
Yes, you can.
throw in an ad for my industry?
Yes.
Okay, not just for my company. Well, certainly for my company.
Sure.
But this is why you really should, clients who are doing something different that they know nothing about. Now, I'm not saying go to any travel agency. We are not all alike. Absolutely. But do your homework, just like you're going to do your homework on anything else you research. Do your homework on your agency that you're going to use. Find out how many times they've been to these places. Find out what they really know about these cruise lines and these river ships and the hotel. And honestly, we can't be everywhere.
Right.
And no one claims at my office to have been everywhere. But we know where to go and to research to get the best information. Now, many of my people, when I say we can't be everywhere, we have 40-something agents, and I would have to guess that among all of us, and honestly, when one of us gets stuck about something, we put it in our email. Hey,
Right.
Who's done this? Who's done that? And we talk and we share. Many agencies don't do that. They may have very, very experienced agents, but they don't share because they're so protective of their clients.
Right.
They don't want that other agent stealing their client by
Right.
giving better service. So that's my little ad.
Yeah. Well, I can attest that the ladies at Altair Travel, they talk and talk and talk and talk. I can attest. That is an accurate statement. Boy, they talk all the time.
In fact, in one of our stops on the way home at the airport, we're all just sitting around talking, and I don't know how it came up. And we were talking about someone that was shy and someone that, people that sometimes you think are aloof, they're really shy, and where other people are really chatty. And my grandkids and my daughter piped up, well, you're very chatty. I said, I don't think I'm chatty at all. Oh, they rolled their eyes. And
yeah, you're not chatty. No, you're not. I saw you talking to a wall for 20 minutes on our cruise.
Well.
Glad to have you back, Pat. St. Louis is always better when you're here.
Glad to be back, but we have to talk, you and I.
Yes, not because I don't want to go to St. Petersburg, clearly.
Well, no, you could go to St. Petersburg on a regular cruise.
On a regular cruise. Oh, I got you.
Now, let me just say that.
Yeah.
Let me just say something else. The itineraries of many of the cruise lines are not happy this year with the bookings for their Baltic cruises that include St. Petersburg. They're down.
Oh, really?
So
People are staying away.
Unfortunately, I think there's some political backlash here. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
All right, well, we'll talk.
But
Yeah.
we'll talk.
We'll talk.
You know, I've got
All right.
other. In fact, everyone wanted to know, where's McGraw going?
Yes.
I mean, I had that question, many times.
Yes.
Where are you going next?
You'll
Where's
talk.
Heidi?
You'll talk, and I'll listen. That's the way it works at Altair Travel Cruises. All right, Pat. Be good.
right.
Thanks for coming in.
Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Sweetheart. And you know what?
She is the
But
best.
seriously though, you want to go to St. Petersburg. She's like, you don't want to go this way. You want to go that way. Google doesn't tell you that.
Exactly.
That's the experts.
She knows.
Yeah. All right. Right next to O.B. Clark's on Brentwood Boulevard. Been there 30 some odd years. They know what they're doing. 314-968-9600. AltairTravel.com for all.